So Wadena's team has come out on the ice waiting on the Lightning to come out. 5 minutes on the clock for warm-ups. Okay, here come the boys. Lightning lose that last one to Brainerd 5-1. Come in here to Wadena for the end of the weekend game here. So it's going to be a rough one to see. Anything along the glass on this side is going to be really hard to see as they're going to fill in the benches in front of me. Lightning will be down one additional player for this game from the last, as Olsen received 4 penalties in the last game, which counts as a misconduct, and therefore he will have to sit a game in response to that misconduct penalty. Hunter Nash should be in the net for this game for the Lightning. Ran his own goalie. All right, 1 minute left in the warm-up, then we'll get pucks picked up and the game started. All right, we have the buzzer now, so pucks will get picked up and we'll get this started. All right, starting for the Lightning, I see Pratish and Ryan and Gammon, defensive pair Miller and Kyle. Puck dropped, sitting in the circle in amongst the feet. Pratish slapping it forward, finally able to get control. As it knocked off his stick, Connell will swat it to the side wall, and Wadena will throw the puck down deep. Picked up behind the net there by Miller. Gonna rotate to Gammon. Gammon trying to hit Pratish and puts it right onto a Wadena player's stick. Gammon able to get that puck up and out, but unable to be controlled by the Lightning as in comes Wadena again. Ryan now picking the puck up in the near corner, chipping it up off the boards. Bentley taking a bump here at center ice. Puck lost at the blue line. Bentley going in 1-on-5. Shot, glove saved by Wadena. So Bentley getting a shot off 1-on-5, and we have a stop with 16:14 remaining here in the period. Bentley in for this face-off with Stam and Vertnik. Oh, no, that might be Lehman, sorry. No, it is Vertnik, sorry. Sometimes it's hard to see and tell the differences, but anyway, Wadena with the puck coming out of the zone. Horbach and Munsterman the defense. Gets pushed in, Horbach there trying to stop the entry. Gets it over to Stam. Stam flips it for Vertnik. Vertnik gonna go up ice. Carries in, makes a move there. Has it knocked off his stick though, and Munsterman steps in to hold the zone. Pratish firing one towards the net, bouncing into the corner. Stam to approach the puck as it rotates to the far side half wall. Pratish there stepping in. Puck passed up ice by Wadena. Goes around the defense. Kyle picking it up there, flipping it off the boards for Langseth. Langseth trying to make a pass to Pratish, but a straight up the ice pass. Hard to catch. Bump there by Stam to take Wadena off the puck, but the puck trickles in. Nobody owns it, and Wadena grabs it. Low angle shot. Sitting in there. Covered up by Hunter Nash. 15:21 remaining here in the first. Pratish in for the face-off. Savino and Langseth the forwards. Miller and Kyle the defense. Puck drop pulled back by Pratish. Kyle there trying to chip it up the wall. Gets it to Langseth, who drops it for Pratish. Pratish has it taken off his stick though in the neutral zone, and Wadena's going to skate back in. Shot wide left of the net, pushed up the far side. Savino stepping in for that. Chips it forward, but Wadena will gain control and push it back. Wadena picking the puck up, rotating around the end wall to the far corner. Lightning pinch on the half wall. Puck ends up in Kyle skates. Kyle gets knocked down, and Wadena comes in 2-on-0. Shot in the net. 14:46 remaining in the first. Lightning down 1-0. Bentley in at center with Ryan and Gammon. Puck drop, pulled back by Wadena. Gammon stepping up to put pressure on as the puck gets carried into the zone. Dumped out into the neutral zone now. Ryan chipping it off the wall, trying to get it, Bentley chipping it towards Ryan. Cross ice pass. They come around. Miller stepping over there. Gets in the way of that, able to break that up. Gammon looking for an exit. Comes cross ice, gets it to Bentley, who chips it in. Oh, that should be a penalty. He picked it up and threw the puck. No penalty. Puck brought down ice, turned the other direction. Turnover by Kyle there, but Gammon hustling back to get to that. Wadena going to take it on the half wall. Gets dumped around the end boards. Miller chasing into the corner. Miller rubbing into the player in the corner there with Bentley and Ryan. Puck comes up to the point and out. Pressure being put on by Bentley in the neutral, or Ryan in the neutral zone as he's going to dump it far corner and attack with it. Wadena to pick it up behind the net. Cross ice pass.
He picked it up.
Laying in the zone. Finally pushed forward, tipped off of a stick and into the Lightning end. Horbach trying to hit Stam. Puck comes off and is picked up by Wadena. Now chipped off the boards again. Horbach stepping in to hold his own. Horbach with the puck here on the near wall. Wadena chipping it forward. Pertiche.
High school game with the penalty.
Vertnik there now with Munsterman. Munsterman chips it off the wall. Pertiche taking that puck and chipping it in now. Pertiche and Stam going to pressure into the zone. Puck pushed behind the end wall. Stam to step in. Rotate it up to Nash. Nash trying to keep that puck in deep. And the puck gets thrown out and down ice. We should have an icing. 12:50 remaining in the first. Lightning trail 1-0. Face off deep in the Wadena zone coming up. Savino, Bentley, and Langset the forwards. Kyle and Miller the defense. Bentley in for this face-off. Wadena short of skaters. Puck dropped. Bounce back. Savino cross ice to Miller. Miller trying to make a move and loses the puck there. Picked off by Savino. He's going to throw it down deep. Langseth trying to get to it, and the puck gets slotted towards the half wall. Loose puck laying in front. Bentley rushing underneath the puck carrier as he pushes it to center. Shot, glove down by Nash. We'll have another face-off here with 12:30 remaining in the first. Ryan, Pertiche, and Gammon the forwards. Nash, Horbach, and Munson in the defense. Puck drop, pulled back by Pertiche to the side. Puck now pushed forward up the half wall. Pertiche chipping this one out into the neutral zone. Wadena rolling over to pick it up and going to enter on the far side. He throws this one down deep behind the net. Munsterman to pick it up. Munsterman loses the puck there, rotates it, and Pertiche rotates it to the near side half wall. Puck thrown behind the net by Wadena. Going to dump it back behind the net. Circling in front again. Pertiche trying to pick that up and has it knocked out of his save by Nash. Puck to the half wall. Rotating it up now for Ryan. Ryan pushing the far side. Entering the zone 1-on-2. Shot into the body of the defender. Puck stuck in his body there as the Lightning are changing behind. Bentley stepping on the puck in his feet. Stops the entry short time, and Miller will pick that puck up. Miller bounces off the wall for Ryan. Ryan trying to feed Vertnik as he comes onto the ice, but out of his reach. So Vertnik now picking off this pass. Vertnik coming into the zone with Stam far side and Bentley in the middle. Loses the puck off his stick. Miller to try to hold the zone. Bentley now stepping in to do the same. Kyle with the puck going to dump it in off sides, and the Lightning will have a face-off just outside their offensive end with 11:16 remaining in the first. Oh, they're going to bring it back to center ice. Bentley, Stam, and Vertnik the forwards. Kyle and Miller the defense. Puck pulled back to Miller. Miller going to Vertnik on the right. Vertnik trying to make a move there at the blue line, loses the puck. Now it's bouncing around and up and out of play. Bratish coming in for this face-off. Puck into Stam's feet. Stam chipped up with the puck there. Puck finally kicked forward to Miller. Miller rotating to Kyle, but throws it into the defensive end. Kyle going to flip this one out. And Wadena's going to be in offsides. So 10:51 now remaining in the first. Lightning trail by 1. Bratish in for the face-off with Savino and Langseth. Puck dropped, sitting on the dot, finally carried in by Wadena. Munsterman stepping forward. Nash Horbach able to put a body in front of the shot. Wadena going to rotate around the end wall and up to the far side half. Picked up there, rotating across the center and skating it in as the Wadena player gets knocked off the puck. Puck comes off the net, shooter's stick and rolls behind the net where Munsterman will go for it. Munsterman puts a hit on there. And Betley up to Savino. Savino chipping that forward. Betley going to pick it up near side. Betley going in with Langseth. Betley shot into the net. Up off the shoulder of the goaltender and into the top of the net. And the Lightning have tied it up now with 10:15 remaining in the first. Forward change for the Lightning brings Vertnik in at center with Gammon and Ryan. Defensive pair Horbach and Munsterman. Ryan trying to kick this puck forward and steps on it instead. Wadena going to pick it up and carry it back the other direction. Shot thrown at the net, steered into the corner by Nash. Wadena on the half wall, up to the point. Puck flipped forward by Horbach. Horbach leaving the zone with the puck, getting tipped back to him again, and loose puck laying in the neutral zone for Munsterman to grab and just chip it to the near wall and in. So Ryan pressuring the puck carrier, causes the turnover, pushing down into the corner. Puck rotates around to the far side corner where Vertnik will step in. Vertnik stepping away from the check, and up ice comes Wadena. Kyle now with the puck carriers, shot wide of the net, but steered into the corner still by Nash. Miller with it on the half wall. Miller to center ice, loses it off the end of his stick, trickles into the zone for Vertnik. Vertnik with the shot that gets deflected wide left. Wadena going to bang it off the half wall to the point where Ryan gets it and throws it back down behind the net. Bounces off to the far side half wall. Wadena will regroup behind their net. Passes up the half wall. Puck laying in the zone still. Now pushed up into the neutral zone where Bratish will put a bump onto the player. Shot wide left of the net. And going to rotate over for Stam to chip forward. Stam attacking, but the puck slapped behind him. Miller trying to keep this going forward. Langseth just going to chip it off the wall. And the puck rolls into the offensive end. Wadena attacks. Puck pushed into the corner by Wadena. Centering pass picked up by Miller. Miller stopping behind the net, looking for someplace to go. Passes off the half wall for Langseth. Langseth there eludes a check. Bratish and Langseth in center ice. Dump it down deep for Stam. Puck rotating end wall to side wall, far side. Exit pass coming with Betley stepping in to hold the zone. Comes out of the zone and Betley will regroup. Betley trying to hit Langseth, but hits a Wadena skater. Betley regrouping again. Betley comes near side in. And Langseth got an early jump into the zone on that one, and we'll have an offsides with 7:59 remaining in the period. Score is still knotted at 1. Betley in for the face-off with Savino and Langseth, defensive pair of Horbach and Munsterman. Face-off one back to Horbach, in off the boards to Savino, and Savino putting a puck into the glove of the goaltender, and we'll get another stop now with 7:54 remaining. Sorry about that, forgot to turn the camera. Bratish in for the face-off now with Savino and Langseth. Puck won back by Pratish. Over to Munsterman. Munsterman throwing it down into the corner. Savino going to pick it up there. Centering pass. Swatted to the corner again. Savino trying to get it up to Horbach. Puck thrown out of the zone and around Munsterman. And it's a 1-on-0 coming back. Shot off the top of the glove and over. Saved by Nash. Puck comes up the near side half wall. Picked up by Savino. Savino cross ice pass for Langseth. Going into the zone. Langseth trying to make a pass back to Savino, but can't get all of it. Langseth still trying to get the puck deep. Finally does. Wadena will regroup and carry it behind the goal line. Center ice, cross ice pass. Good stick by Miller to hold the zone, but Wadena throwing it out and Kyle to hustle back and pick it up. Kyle picking up in our defensive end, banging it off the wall, trying to hit Pratish, but off of his stick. Ooh, big hit there put on Miller. Picked up now by Ryan. Ryan dumping it up to Pratish. Pratish going to carry it in. Shot, blocker save, loose puck in front, push to the side. Second push to the side. Pratish tries to hit up to the point to Kyle. Kyle flipping it towards the net. Swept off to the side by Wadena, which they're going to throw it up ice and look for that odd man rush back against Kyle. Kyle doing a good job to stop the rush. They're getting underneath. Gammon stepping in for the hit. Misses, and Wadena will throw the puck towards the net. Dropped behind by Nash. Puck rotating around, poked back behind the net again. Kyle pushing up the far half wall. Wadena to pick it up there. Shot blocked. I'm not sure what the call is. Here must be a penalty on Miller.
The two Northern Lakes kids got their helmets stuck together.
Oh, we had a couple of Northern Lakes players with their helmets hooked together. So we're going to get a stop with no penalty. My mistake. And 6:17 remaining. Face off to the right of Hunter Nash. Bentley in for this face off with Stam and Vertnik. Face off sitting on the dot, picked out of there by Stam. Stam throwing it up ice for Vertnik. Vertnik going to carry in on the near side, but has it knocked off his stick. Horbach trying to throw it in and throws it in off sides. 6:07 remaining in the first. Bentley, Vertnik, Stam the forwards. Munsterman and Horbach the defense. Bentley in for the faceoff. Puck sitting on the dot. First pushed into the zone. Now Wadena is going to exit left side. Cross ice pass into Horbach's skates, and then he stops it, and Wadena picks it up, shooting wide right of the net. Munsterman picking it up there. Bentley going to pick it up behind. Bentley towards Vertnik. Vertnik hasn't come off the end of his stick, and it's a race back to the puck. Cross ice pass. Picked up by the Wadena defense. Rotating, picked off there with Stam. Stam's got a centering pass to Pratish into the belly there. Puck loose in front, still loose in front, still loose, and now pushed out by Wadena. Miller trying to hold the zone and does. Vertnik with the puck going to the corner. Vertnik has it roll off the end of his stick, and they're going to rotate it around the wall. Horbach holding the zone there, going to dump it back down deep again. Cross around the other end to the half wall. Picked up there by Vertnik and Miller, but Wadena ends up coming out of it with the puck. One-on-one with Horbach. Horbach with the stick in, puts it into the corner. Horbach working along that end wall, pushes it over for Stam. Stam trying to push it forward, but nobody there. One-time pass shot over the top of everything, and it may make it out of the zone. Not quite. Puck rotated now to the end wall where Miller will pick that one up. Loses it in the feet of the Wadena player and pushed up to the point again. Another shot coming into the feet of Horbach, and the shot taken into Nash's chest. So point blank shot there, but Nash makes the save with 4:44 remaining to keep this 1-1. Savino in for the faceoff with Gammon and Langseth. Puck dropped, Savino wins it back. Over to Kyle. Kyle trying to flip it back to Savino, but the puck gets chipped up. Langseth to pick it up. He's going to dump this one deep and go get it. He's got Savino in center as he picks it up behind the net. Puck laying there behind. Langseth trying to get to that, but can't. And it gets rotated up the near side. So Kyle able to put a stick on that puck and stop the advance. Langseth loses it and then takes a hit afterwards. Into the offensive zone for Wadena. As they skate around, Kyle puts a body on and takes his player down. Savino able to get the puck out of the zone. Puck laying loose, chipped forward by Gammon. onto a Wadena stick, and he's going to just take this puck to the red line and throw it down deep. Puck bounces off to the side of the net. Wadena hustling back to get to there. Shot, save. Puck laying loose in front. Finally picked up there by Stam. Flipped up ice for Bentley. Bentley tips that one into the zone. He's got Stam back to the center. Centering pass and in the net. Centering pass back to Stam, and Stam's able to put one in the net to give Lightning a lead with 3:35 remaining here in the first period. So Stam in for the faceoff with Ryan and Bentley. Faceoff won and controlled by Wadena. They're going to bring it into the zone. We're going to have a penalty called on Horbach. And I forgot to turn this. Sorry. So we're going to have a penalty called on Nash Horbach for a trip with 3:27 remaining in the first. Lightning up by 1. So Vertnik and Savino will be the forwards. Munsterman and Miller the defense here on the penalty kill. Vertnik in for the face-off. Puck pulled to the side by Wadena, going to rotate to the point. Going to dump this down, centering pass onto Savino's stick. Savino going to chip it and run. Savino going to apply pressure against the Wadena puck carrier there. Savino doing a good job pressuring there, but Wadena's going to carry up ice. Rotating, flipping onto Munsterman. Munsterman going to chip this one back out into the neutral zone and make him regroup. Wadena entering on the far side now. I can't believe that wasn't offsides, but nonetheless, here we go again. Wadena comes in, shot, wide left. The puck rotates up the far side half wall to the blue line. Another shot towards the net, bouncing around behind. Bentley with it in his feet, making a little move there. Bentley looking for something, trying to get it to Savino. Savino going to chip it for Vertnik. Vertnik going in, 1-on-2, 1-on-1. Now Vertnik, shot, trickles off his stick and wide. And Wadena will reset and come back out again. Centering pass picked up there. Coming into the zone against Miller. He tripped over the blue line onto Langseth's stick. And Pertiche will swat this one back to Bentley. 49 seconds left on the penalty. Bentley with the puck here, trying to make a move to keep it out. Pertiche with it here on the red line. Makes a little move to get around him, and Pertiche will go in with Langseth. Shot towards the net, but not through. A second shot there and covered up by the Tendy. 2:02 remaining in the first and 35 seconds on the penalty to Horbach. The Lightning up still by 1. Stam in for this face-off with Ryan, Bentley, and Kyle the defense. Puck sitting on the dot. Now pushed up by Wadena. Bentley stepping forward. Good job by Ryan to stop that exit, but Kyle now pushes it. Ryan gets it, throws it down deep off the wall. 22 seconds left on the penalty. Pressure by Stam. Ryan pressuring also. Wadena going to carry up ice. Skating around Kyle. Centering pass. Wide right. Kyle bumping the puck carrier there. He goes down with the puck carrier. Ryan going to push up the left side here. Going to dump it down deep. Penalty is now over to Horbach. Ryan carries around the end boards. Going to pick it up now far corner. Looking for a centering pass. Hitting Miller. Lost in his feet. Miller going to try to throw it back down to the corner. Ryan getting back to Miller. Miller centering over to Stam. Stam with somebody on him. Gets a quick one towards the net. Puck loose in front. Puck still loose back there. Can't see where it's at. Finally trickling out in front of the net. Now slapped to the near side as Wadena comes through the neutral zone. 2-on-2 into the offensive end. Shot on net. Glove down by Nash. 55.5 left in the first. Lightning up by 1. Vertnik in for this face-off with Gammon. Puck shot right towards the net on the face-off. Swept up towards the point by Savino. Rotating D to D. Shot way wide. Puck off to the far side half wall. Savino engaging a player there, but puck gets pushed down deep again. Wadena going to rotate this up off the half wall towards the point. He's going to dump it back down deep again. 35 seconds remaining. Vertnik working with that, but the Wadena player is able to take the puck away and push it up the half wall. Pressure being applied by Vertnik. Passes it off the shin play of his own player and into the corner. Now rotated behind the net. Centering pass, tipped to the side by Gammon. Savino to pick this one up. Savino trying to throw this one out. Ends up on Gammon. Gammon looking for a pass here to Horbach. Horbach carries it in. Oh, 2 seconds left. Bouncing puck in front of the net. So end of one, Lightning up 2-1. We'll take a short break and we'll be back. So I forgot we started on dirty ice. We'll take a longer intermission as they're going to make a sheet. So expect about 15 minutes and then we'll be back. All right, first buzzer there. Looks like we've got 2 minutes up on the clock, so they're going to give them 2 minutes to loosen back up as they come out onto the ice. So Nash leading them out onto the ice. So the Lightning in this one now, 2-1. Start of the second period upcoming. We'll take about a minute and a half of warm-up time, and then we'll go over to the other side. All right, they stopped it a little early. 17 minutes up on the clock. They're going to talk quick, and they'll get the kids out to the center circle for this face-off. Hunter Nash back into the net for the Lightning here as he's going to prep his forwards. Stam, Langseth, and Savino. Defense, Kyle and Nash. Stam in for this face-off. Puck dropped in center, pushed forward. Savino going to pick it across the blue line, looking to get it down. It ends up on a Wadena stick. Langseth able to slap it back down, and as Stam picks it up in the corner, turns it over on the near side half wall. Wadena coming up through center. Drop pass there. Shot wide, but yet steered to the corner by Nash. Wadena with the puck again there. Comes around the net, far side, looking for a center. Up to the point. We've got nobody in front of the shooter. Loose puck there. Puck now off to the far side half wall. Savino chips it there. Ends up in his stick and body. Wadena able to hold the zone. Nash putting Horbach putting a check on. Tips the puck. Horbach working behind the net, circling around, centering pass through the zone. Savino going to pick that one up. Cross ice pass for Langseth. Langseth going to carry in on the near side. Langseth shooting. Glove down by the tendy, and we'll have a stop now with 15:53 remaining in the second. Lightning up 2-1. Furtnick, Pratish, and Gammon the forwards. Tulinchek and Moore the defense. Puck sitting on the dot. Pratish skating in, fires it wide to the right of the net. Tulinchek trying to hold the zone. Pratish stepping back. Pratish going to flip it down, but off of Tulinchek's legs. Gammon stepping in. Moore holding the zone. Nope, not holding the zone. We'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. Furtnick in for the face-off. Puck chopped there. Tulinchek going to try to throw this one deep, but into some bodies. Puck laying loose in the neutral zone. Now picked up there, Gammon along the blue line, poked out. Wadena carries it back towards the line, but poked out again. Now dumped down deep. Nash will stop this one behind the net where Tulinchek can pick it up. Thule looking for an outlet. Going to skate up the near side. Has it taken off his stick for a second, but then he carries into the zone. Thule centers one, a shot out front, covered up by the Wadena goaltender, and a stop coming now at 15:07. Forwards, Bentley, Ryan, and Warachka. Defense is Miller and Munsterman. Bentley in for the face-off, puck drop. Bentley wins this to the side. Warachka back to Miller. Miller on the half wall, skates it up and turns over. Bentley rolling back to cover on defense. Wadena crossing. Puck gets poked off their stick onto Ryan's. Ryan going to take a little shot there as Wadena regroups into the neutral zone and back in their own end. Puck pushed up this side off the wall. Wadena player loses an edge, and Munsterman will try to get this ahead. Miller working along the half wall with two Wadena players, and the puck finally comes loose and out, sitting in the neutral zone. Warachka pressure as they rotate from D to D. Pressure coming back to the other D. Rotating now towards the front. Munsterman stepping up, kicking this one forward for Ryan. Ryan going to carry it in with Warachka. Ryan tipped up over the net, coming up the near side. Bentley trying to keep that one in, takes a little bump. Miller working the half wall there, and a puck squirts out into the neutral zone for Warachka. Warachka going cross ice there for Nash Horbach. Horbach swats it away from the Wadena player last second. Puck's offsides as Ryan and the Wadena player tie up and both go down. Stam, Vertnik, and Langseth, the forwards. Kyle and Horbach, the defense. Stam in for the face-off. Puck's dropped, sitting on the circle, and the second attempt pushes it in near side. Kyle skates underneath the Wadena puck carrier. There's Stam now coming out of there with the puck. He has Langseth up ahead, but Wadena able to poke that to the side. Langseth lifts the stick and will carry this back in one-on-one. Langseth with the shot off the body of the Tendy. Will loop around looking for someone to center to, but passes it right to a Wadena player, and up that board it comes. Puck rotated back now to Stam. Stam rotating it for Horbach. Horbach coming cross ice now for Stam. Stam dumping it back off there for Vertnik. Vertnik going to carry up the middle. Vertnik now looking for something. Hitting Langseth here at center ice. Langseth loses it off his stick, and Wadena will throw it cross ice, and they'll bang it back in on their own. Pertiche now putting pressure on as the puck comes out of the zone. Tulinchek applying pressure, causing the turnover, and Pertiche will carry in near side. Pertiche shooting wide left. Tulinchek holding the zone there. Strong there up to Moore. Moore fires one on the ice, deflected wide by Pertiche. Up to Moore again. Moore trying to get it in and has it taken off his stick. And we have Tulinchek going back. Crossing, shot, steered to the corner by Nash. Moore working in, takes a bump there. Savino pumps it down below the goal line for Moore. Moore there, trying to make a pass and shoots it into the feet of the Wadena player. Puck laying loose at the bottom of the circle. Gammon tips it forward for Pertiche. Pertiche there trying to get that one up and out of the zone, and does, but unable to control, and Wadena brings it right back in again. On the half wall, they're going to shovel one towards center. Thule going to Savino. Savino coming in one-on-one. Savino making a move, loses the puck and just throws it into the corner. Puck coming up the near side. Bentley on ice, cross ice pass there. Going to be picked up, shot, blocked by Tulinchek. Tulinchek trying to get this one up and out, working along the half wall with Ryan and Savino. Three Lightning players in there, and out comes the puck with Bentley. Bentley going to push around the defender. Bentley coming in towards center, shot off the mask. Puck down below the line, pushed behind the goal line by Wadena. Wadena with it there, turning around, coming back the other direction, looking for an exit. Miller stepping up to hold the zone. Tipped over by Ryan, back to Miller. Miller going to push in. Warachka going to step back to defense. Puck comes up to Warachka at the point. Warachka shot.
blocked down and laying in front. Puck still loose. Wadena going to throw this one up ice. Munsterman having to hustle back because he's got a body on him as he dumps it back out of the zone for Bentley. Puck onto Miller's stick. Miller now going to push in. Oh, Miller pulls it across the blue line and is offsides. Miller making a move at the blue line causes Ryan to be in deep, and Ryan can't get out fast enough. So we'll get a stop with 11:07 remaining here in the second period. Lightning up 2-1. Stam in with Vertnik and Langseth. Korbach, the defense with Kyle. Puck is dropped, sitting on the dot. Finally bumped to the side wall by Wadena, picked up by Kyle. Kyle goes cross ice, puts it on the stick of a Wadena player though. Puck pushed in, Stam gonna pick that one off. Stam trying to exit, gets it out. We're gonna have an icing on this one as it gets past the goal line. 10:48 remaining in the second period. Lightning up 2-1. Stam, Langseth, and Vertnik the forwards. Horbach and Kyle the defense. Stam taking this draw. Puck sitting on the dot, finally controlled by Wadena. Stepping in, trickles off of him. Second one trickling out front, swept to the out by Horbach. And then Wadena will dump it down the half wall. Horbach there getting it and tipping it behind the goal line. And it'll be picked up there by Stam. Stam has it taken off his stick. Cross ice pass out of the zone. Vertnik has a chance. No, this was thrown by Wadena. Well, they called an icing on that with 10:23, but I'm pretty sure the Wadena player threw it back to his own guy and it went through everybody. Maybe my eyes were bad. I think they recognized the mistake and they're going to bring it back to a neutral zone face-off. So. All right, Partition for this face-off with Savino and Gammon. Puck pulled back. Tulinchek trying to push that one forward. Thule now along the near side wall, carrying it in. Thule trying to get that one deep. Partish going to pick it up on the half wall. Takes a bump there, and the puck comes behind the net for Savino. Savino trying to get up to Tulinchek. Thule gets off a quick shot, deflected down by Partish, but saved by the Tendy. Partish going to take a little bump there in the corner, and the puck gets rotated around the end wall. Now rotated near side half wall. Moore stepping in, and the puck comes out of the zone. Moore skating back to pick it up. Moore passing up, tipped off of Partish's stick and into the neutral zone. Cross ice pass to Savino. Savino trying to make a move and loses the puck there, and Wadena will throw it right back out again. Tulinchek in a foot race to go down and get this, and we'll have an icing. 9:36 remaining here in the second face-off deep in the Wadena zone. Lightning up 2-1. Bentley in for the face-off here with Warachka and Ryan. Defensive pair, Tulinchek and Moore. Bentley pulls that face-off back. Moore stepping up, slaps it towards the net, off of a skate and onto the Tendy. So off the defenseman skating onto the Tendy, and the Tendy happens to catch that and make the save. I believe it's actually their second goaltender that's playing defense there. Face-off now again, brought back by the Lightning. Moore stepping up, so no way to get a decent shot off there. Bentley picking it up in the far side circle, looping around, centering pass to Warachka. Warachka towards Moore, throws it out of the zone. Now Tulinchek going to have to hustle back for this one. Chipping it off the boards, trying to get it to Bentley. Tulinchek there tying up the puck carrier along the half wall. Bentley with the puck, looking for an exit. Off of a Wadena stick and down deep. So Warachka with the pressure with Ryan. Puck comes loose for Warachka. Shot just off the shoulder of the Tendy and out. Puck held into the zone for a second, and we will have an icing here as that puck was rifled down ice. Lightning up 2-1, 8:48 remaining here in the second period. Stam in for the face-off with Langseth and Vertnik. Munsterman and Miller the defense. Stam taking the draw. Puck dropped. Push back, Wadena in control. Wadena's gonna push up with the skate. Munsterman now goes around him. Shot Cummings, cross ice. Saved there by Nash. Langseth able to pull that one out of there. Tipping it forward for Vertnick. Vertnick gonna push around. Vertnick's gonna be tripped, but no call. Puck pushed out into the neutral zone, now picked up by Stam. Stam gonna carry in the near side. Along the half wall, gets bumped off the puck, but able to hold the zone and get it down behind the net. Puck rotated around behind, Stam behind the net, trying to make a move and keep the puck, but has it taken off his stick, and it gets rotated to the near side half wall. Munsterman trying to hold the zone. Temporarily does, and the puck squeezes out into the neutral zone, picked up by Langseth. Langseth up towards Stam. Stam with the puck, trying to get it forward, but knocked off his stick and onto a Wadena stick. And thrown cross ice, swatted down by Miller. Miller pushes to the wall, and Wadena will take it from him and skate it in. Shot, glove down by Nash, and we'll have a stop with 7:47 remaining in the second. Face off to the left of Nash. Pratish in with Savino and Gammon. Defense, Kyle and Horbach. Puck drop, pulled back by Pratish onto Nash.